Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for your student procession. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the academic procession. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the platform party.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Please take a seat. Sorry, moving again. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gary Ellis, and I'm the chair of the board of the Corporation of New College Durham. On behalf of the board, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you here this afternoon. We have various degree awards being awarded this afternoon. I won't list them all. They're on the programme for you to have a look at. Covering a wide degree of courses this afternoon, and it's great to see so many of you here today. All of the foundation degrees this afternoon have been validated by New College Durham. I'll just say it again because it sounds nice, because normally we have to give credit to other people, but these are all our own foundation degrees. So thank you to all the academic staff involved in that exercise. I'd like to begin by introducing the guys at the top, if that's okay. On my right is Dr. Simon Goon. Simon's Managing Director of Business Durham. On my far right is Mark Anderson, who's Vice Principal of New College Durham. And on my left is Mo Dixon, who's also one of our Vice Principals at New College. So delighted to see so many of you here today, former students, parents, friends and staff, in particular, of New College Durham. Many of you, I'm sure, will have made long journeys to be with us today, and we're most happy that you managed to join our celebration. I'm going to start with an apology this afternoon. We're normally joined at this point by the Principal, John Widdowson. Due to personal circumstances, John's unable to join us this afternoon, so our thoughts go out to John and his family at the moment. What I would like to say in his absence, it's been a very successful year for New College Durham. Very successful academic year for the college. Retention rates across the courses have been in the high 90s, with 99% of our students completing their second and third year of their courses. Pass rates have also been very high this year. 94% of our graduates have gone on to what we would describe as a positive destination, which is either a course of a higher study or to employment. And I would add that those success rates that I've just quoted you there will compare favourably to universities, not just on a regional level, but also on a national level. So, if we'll get straight into the awarding of the degrees, and if I might ask Simon if he would award the degrees to our graduates.
Dr. Simon Goon, I have the honour of presenting the graduates for the following awards. The award of Foundation Degree Applied Business Computing, Adam Bailey. Elizabeth Michelle Calloway. Claire Dixon. The award of Foundation Degree Applied Health and Social Care, Lauren Judith Bradley. Katie Christina Burleson. Lucy Dunbar. Congratulations to Nicola Geffin, who has also been awarded the Overall Academic Achievement Award. Julie Hudson. Georgina Marie Levin. Rachel Morstan. Lindsay Rowntree. Congratulations to Leanne Smedley, who has also been awarded the Academic Improvement Award. Paige Watson. The award of Foundation Degree Applied Sport and Exercise Science, Stephanie Fisher. The award of Foundation Degree Business and Management, Joanne Arkasu. Michael Alderson. Sarah Eyre. Harris Cameron. Nicola Dobson. Beth Donkin. Catherine Jupp. Johar Lee. Dylan Naggs. Stephen Martin. Bronwyn Nicholson. Xu Dong Chang. The award of Foundation Degree Childhood Studies and Professional Practice, Melissa Ayton. Congratulations to Caitlin Eve Bainbridge, who's also been awarded the Overall Academic Achievement Award. Tanya Bench. Ashley Bowes. Lauren Briggs. Lauren Cheston. Katie Louise Christian. Rebecca Elizabeth Cleary. Emma Jane Connolly. Leanne Crone. Hannah Eland. Nicola Hall. Monique Howe. Congratulations to Hannah Louise Jackson, who's also been awarded the Academic Improvement Award. Charlotte Lamport. Jade Rebecca Lockie. Demi Natras. Emma Louise Oswald. Alicia Parkins. Sarah Louise Siddle. Congratulations to Charlotte Victoria Tate, who's also been awarded the Effort and Motivation Award. Carly Taylor. The award of Foundation Degree Computing with Networking, Samuel Barber. Rhiannon Lucy Elizabeth Kate Hardy. Jake Thomas Marshall. The award of Foundation Degree Events Management, Holly Norman. Kieran J. Renison. Emma Rowley. Alexandra Wilson Dukes. The award of Foundation Degree Hospitality Management, Catherine Cooper. The award of Foundation Degree Housing and Community Studies, Phil Orton. Michelle Fortune. Alan Peter Kinsey. John Paul. Michelle Louise Simmons. Rachel Toppin. And congratulations to Nicola Valance, who's also been awarded Student of the Year. The award of Foundation Degree Public and Community Services, Laura Beatty. Gabrielle Graver. Joy Isabella Haggerty. Lucy Hamilton. Dean Kieran Hutchfield. Michael Lynn. Alex MacDonald. Brandon Thomas Middleton. Matthew James Rutherford. Emma Sewell. Megan Page Stewart. Liam Ross Wilson. Nicole Sielskowska. The award of Foundation Degree Roots and Popular Music, Sophie Carr. Emma Elizabeth Wilson. The award of Foundation Degree Spa Management, Sophie Bridget Scott. Hannah Sellers. Cassie Wright. The award of Foundation Degree Tourism Management, Ellie Jo Burns. Joanne Cave. Congratulations to Kaylee Fender, who's also been awarded the Student of the Year Award. Natasha Louise Hallam. Sophie Hope. Katie Louise Orr. Anne Christine Pedersen. Stevie Jade Thurkel. Braylee Young. Dr. Simon Goon, that concludes the presentation of candidates for the award of Foundation Degrees.
Thank you, Mo, Simon, Mark. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, I'm pleased you found your voices a little bit earlier in the ceremony today. This morning's ceremony started a little bit sedate, and then when people got into the mood, we got a little bit clapping and hollowing. So today I'm pleased you went straight into it, so much better from our end. Ladies and gents, principal speaker this afternoon is Dr. Simon Goon. Simon is Managing Director of Business Durham, the economic development company for County Durham, delivering the environment for business and economic growth within our region. Simon had a PhD in organic chemistry and has held several technical and commercial roles within fine chemical and the pharmaceutical industry, with Cambrex and Radiopharma Solutions overseeing research and development, new product introduction, account management, and life cycle management of products sold in many blue chip international companies which you recognize, and Simon will expand on in his delivery. After a decade in the role, Simon took on the challenge of Head of Business Investment at One Northeast, delivering their inward investment, account management, and key sector development strategies, and access to finance. He left One Northeast to form Key Strengths Limited to provide strategic consultancy, helping organisations to develop, change, and implement strategy. Simon holds a PhD and a BSc Honours in Chemistry, is a chartered chemist and a member of the Royal Society of Chemistry, as well as being a member of the Institute of Directors. And I would like Simon to come up and give his address.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you, Gary, and the team here for inviting me to be able to celebrate with you today, and particularly at this afternoon at this ceremony. Can I congratulate you on your achievements and the qualifications that you've attained, and the activity and the hard work that you've put in getting to this point. It's a fantastic celebration of your achievements, and it's a privilege to be able to join with you at this moment. And this moment is a point which will unlock a future that is full of adventure. Now, it might not be climbing Everest or running 500 marathons back to back or whatever else you would class as adventure. But learning, gaining skills and qualifications opens up so many new opportunities. And it's often said that there are no careers for life anymore. That means there's a whole host of jobs out there that are waiting just for you. And there are many jobs that haven't yet been thought about yet as technology evolves. When I started my degree in chemistry, I would never have thought that the journey my career had taken, the adventures and opportunities I'd had would have laid before me. So I know you're in for a good time. I've been asked to say a little bit about my career and some of the lessons learned, often with the benefit of hindsight. Perhaps that will be of some benefit to you and some interest. So, I think my starting point was probably very much like many of yours here. I grew up on a council estate from a working class background, had a younger sister and a mom and dad who valued education, and they backed us both accordingly. And I was the first of my family to go to university. I guess the biggest difference is, though, I had an impediment, which is I used to speak like this because I was from Birmingham. And so I needed to change that, really, I think, to get on in life. But I did that by coming up to the Northeast, not deliberately. I didn't come to the Northeast just to lose my Birmingham accent, but it helped to realise that people spoke different from me. And I came up here to do a degree in chemistry. And as part of that, I did a year in industry working for GSK down in London. And I learned a couple of really important lessons down there. One is that you need to be inquisitive. And the second is invest time in others. See, I was running an experiment and the instrument I was using just wouldn't work. And I asked an old hand what had gone wrong, why wasn't it working? And he said, it's this. And I said, well, how do you know that it's this? And he took 4 hours out of his busy day to teach me how to fault find and to solve problems. And it's an approach and a lesson that I still benefit from almost 30 years on. Having completed that, I came back, finished my degree, and then went on to do a PhD in chemistry and got married at the same time. That meant I was one of the richest PhD students, but it also meant I couldn't drink as much. That's another story. Research and me weren't happy bedfellows. They really weren't. I realized early on that I need a purpose to what I'm doing. I need a focus. And whilst research is really important, it's quite aimless. And that's the point of research. So it was a long, long 3 years. I just had to doggedly work through. But I ended up with a successful PhD and also learned actually that work is called work for a reason. But I don't need to tell you that because you've got to this point today. But sometimes you do just have to grind out and recognize there are lows as well as highs. And whilst during my PhD, I came across a program called Grad Course, which is about helping PhD students learn more about themselves and develop more transferable skills. And I can credit that experience of taking me from being a good chemist to an employable chemist. And I still support that program today by tutoring on the courses. And the skills and experience that you acquire in getting a degree or a HND or a HNC are as important, if not more so actually, than the subject area and the letters after your name. So I had a PhD in chemistry. I didn't like research. So what do I do now? Well, I just sent loads of letters out. You'd call it spamming in this day and age, but it was letters and CVs, licking a couple of hundred stamps, having a swollen tongue and a funny taste in my mouth for about a week. And I wrote letters and sent them off to every chemical company in the Northeast and further afield too. And ended up working for Cambrex in Tees Valley, which is called Seal Sands Chemicals. And after a couple of years, I was promoted to R&D manager and learned another valuable lesson, which is the boss doesn't have to know everything. And having good people to work with you is hugely important. I learned so much from the 4 or 5 PhDs and technicians that I managed. All were vastly more experienced and older than me. And not only did I learn about how to put chemical processes onto plant, but I also learned about how to work with people and to get the best out of people, and started that journey through management. Because during that time as well, I started to get a love for commerce and business because I started to get involved in the sales process. And one of the other things I learned there was something that I call the experience piggy bank. So when you start out in your career, or you change jobs, or you move on to the next challenge, there's credits going into your piggy bank. You know, that's the salary, the terms and conditions, but also the opportunities and the experience that you have. But there'll come a point when you're in that role or within that company and organization where actually there's less credits going in, it's just the salary. And you start to think, actually, I'm giving out more than I'm getting in here. And so I recognized that, and I thought I was undervalued. So I had a conversation with the board about giving me more money. They said no. And so after 4 years, I ended up going to work for another company as an account manager, much more in the commercial world. And that was called Rhodia Pharma Solutions, which is the French ICI. And I managed a number of blue chips and got to travel the world across Europe and the USA. I had great business with Wrigley and GSK and Pfizer, household names. I had many a meeting in France speaking English with a French accent and colleagues speaking French with an English accent. And how we didn't kill anybody, I do not know. I learned so much about business and about commerce, pricing, selling, purchasing, how to influence people. I oversaw projects across 3 continents with different people, with different cultures and from different countries. And after about 4 years, and there's a theme emerging here, I was asked to apply for a job at One Northeast, the regional development agency, as head of business investment. And there, as Gary said, I managed a number of functions. And here I got to build a big team, or several teams. And it was here as well that I discovered that I really enjoy and get a buzz out of developing people, see people grow and grow their career and grow their opportunities. And I keep in touch with many of those people still today. And in large part, I was able to do that because of the lessons that I'd learned during my PhD and degree and the experience I'd had previously. But those management and leadership skills were honed during this time. It was a great job. It was a really enjoyable job. It was a privilege to represent North East England to various businesses and learn about different businesses, different sectors. I met some brilliant people. I met a few flaky people as well. And I could tell you here now about the near miss of nearly having to eat snake in South Korea, or a very surreal experience of a Genghis Khan themed restaurant in northern Japan. Or why I have to travel with a compass now because of a near miss with the homeboys in a suburb of New Jersey in the States. But there's not time. Fundamentally, the greatest lesson I learned here was the power of networking, because I got to see so many different businesses and understand how networking can really open up connections. And in 2010, I decided to take voluntary redundancy because the government had changed its policy to economic development. And so I formed Key Strengths, a strategy consultancy. Although I didn't want to do strategy, and I learned another lesson here, which is about listening to the market. I wanted to do team building and developing people and looking at organizational strengths and enable organizations to move on from there. And all my potential clients said, fantastic, we like that, but we actually just want you to do this. So I needed to pay the mortgage, so this is what I did. And I was doing that successfully, and it was about 3 or 4 years. I got clients all over the country. I've got clients in America and India. I was traveling to London an awful lot. But even when I was at home mentally, I was always on the business, always looking for that next opportunity. Have we developed that, continued that contract? And my kids at the time were about 13 and 15. And I didn't want to get to a point where at 17, 18, they look back and say to me, who are you? Because my relationship was with a consultancy, a business. So that was about 4 years ago, and I took a job with Business Durham as its managing director. And we're here to help grow the economy of County Durham. And again, we work with some brilliant businesses in the county. And just on your doorstep, there are so many opportunities, so many great businesses creating so many job opportunities, whether that be in technology at Net Park, in banking, in digital services, in engineering and manufacturing, household names and blue chip companies all the way to family-owned, entrepreneurial-led businesses. A strong service sector who's doing an awful lot to help grow that aspect of the economy. A whole range of skills and opportunities out there. So Durham's in a good place. It's in a good place. So that's it then, 4 years ago. What now? Well, true to form, I leave Business Durham at the end of this month, and I'm going to go and help run a artificial intelligence technology startup called Synoptica. It's a Southeast company that's setting up a Northeast base, which I'll be leading, and hopefully in Durham there'll be jobs available for some of you in that company too. How did I get to know about that? Networking. So thank you for listening to me. If I could just take a couple of moments just to summarize some of the key points, hopefully, that will add value to you as you begin that next stage of your career adventure. I'd encourage you to always continue to learn. And high-level qualifications are so important. But it's not just the subject, it's all the other skills and lessons that you gain along the way that are of equal, if not more so, of importance. These are the things that employers are looking for. These are the things that differentiate you. Learn as much as you can when you can. Be inquisitive and take opportunities that come your way and get to know yourself. How do you react in situations? How do people perceive you? Seek feedback and act upon it accordingly. Reflect on your experience, piggyback. And when it switches from credit to debit, do something about it. Work hard. I know you know how to work hard, but work hard. Recognize that it's going to be lows as well as highs. And also look to recognize the skills in others. You can't do this alone. You're going to have to work in a team. And it's a tremendous buzz when you get a team working well. So sometimes you have to invest time in others to help them grow and develop, for you to grow and develop. And just because you've got a degree or a HND or a HNC in X, whatever that might be, let this define you but not limit you. I'm a chemist, but I do business, I do commerce, I do technology, I do finance. And finally, can I just ask that today's a highlight, but can I ask that you think beyond today? Think into the future. Think about what your legacy, what do you want that to be? I know I've built a good team, and we've been given lots of feedback to say that the work we've done at Business Durham has made a big impact in the economy and to businesses here in the Northeast and Durham. And that's great. It really is good. But I'm a dad. I'm a school governor. I'm a husband. I'm a friend. I'm an active member of society. Hopefully, that's my legacy. So sometimes you have to be prepared to make tough decisions and get the balance right. Do you know what that is for you? But even with the impediment of starting out speaking like this, it is possible to be successful. And you can have a fulfilling career, and you can contribute to society. So finally, and I mean that this time, many congratulations again on your success today. And looking out, I can see that the future is in safe hands. And I've shaken them today, so I know that. And that's yours. And I hope that in 20 years' time or so, you can look back upon your career adventure with the same fondness that I've been able to do today. And you can look at the lessons you've learned and how you've grown. All the very, very best for the future. And thank you again to New College Durham, to Gary and John, for allowing me to share in your celebrations today. And I wish you well. Thank you.
It's a big thank you to Simon. We will miss Simon at Business Durham. You can tell from the way he's delivered that speech today. He has enthusiasm. He networks well, despite the accent. We've had him for 20 odd years. He's still got that accent. I don't think that'll go. And I think the other thing that we can guarantee is that in 4 years' time, he won't be doing what he said he's going to do. But we do wish him well in his new role, and we will miss him, both from a New College point of view and the wider business community. At this point, ladies and gents, I'd like to invite one of our students back on the stage. May I call upon one of our foundation degree roots and popular music students, Sophie Carr. I think Sophie's going to say a few words as vote of thanks.
On behalf of all of us graduating here today, I would like to thank the college and the principal for enabling us to celebrate all of our hard work and academic achievement at this ceremony. We are happy to be joined by our families and friends to share in our success. For most of us, the studies we have undertaken have been both challenging and rewarding, and I would like to express our appreciation to our tutors, who have always been there to support us, especially when times have been hard. Their dedication to our success is much appreciated. I would like to say a very, very special thank you to our families. They have supported us as we progressed through our programs, given us encouragement and tolerating our anxieties as the next assignment deadline grew closer and closer. The good news is that's all over, and your reward, I hope, is to have seen us up here today on the stage, graduating. One of the unexpected bonuses of study is the friendships that you make. I am sure these friendships will not end today with graduation, but will last into the future, providing us with hours of entertainment as we recall on the good times when we were undergraduates. Finally, a big thank you to the college for organising today's graduation ceremony and enabling us to celebrate our academic achievements with our families, friends and tutors. On behalf of all of us, may I wish the college and all of its students every success in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, that concludes the formal part of this afternoon's ceremony, but please, we would like you to join us over in the main hall. We'll be serving strawberries and cream or cake for some of the youngsters. Could I just ask that you remain seated until the academic party leave? And it just leaves me to wish you all a safe and pleasant journey home. And a big thank you to our musicians who have played for us this afternoon. And thank you again for coming. Cheers. Happy? No, that's a bit tasty.